like a craft. Well, there's Neil right there. That's there we go. Now we have a show. You sit here. You're the only one here today.
Boy, you got long hair.
Yeah. We are on air. But as we know, we can say anything on these airwaves. Joining us now is Coach Neil Alexander. Good morning, Coach.
Morning.
Up and at it already. Had some junior Raider basketball kicking off this weekend, and following a big game last night as the Olympia Spartans come to town, coming off a very successful Thanksgiving Eaton Electrical Thanksgiving tournament, coming out of there 4-0, winning that tournament. And then last night, coming back in action against an Olympia team. It's a team that you at the beginning of the season, you're kind of, didn't really know what you're going to have, but you got to be pretty pleased going 5-0 to start this early season.
Well, we really have, and it's been a surprise, and it's also, we're really young, and we've got a lot to learn yet. But the kids, like I said last night, they do play hard, and you don't have to worry about coaching that aspect of the game, which makes it a lot easier.
And you say young, you got really just one senior starting, and that's Polis. And, you got Gowan, he's a sophomore. Cook, he's still growing. Bivin, I think that might be a little shock for you this year, how he stepped up and become aggressive, getting good outside shot as well.
It's basically we've had to go back to square one and start and try to teach them how, what we want done. And
it's a long time, and it's your system. You're going to do what you do year in, year out, and with everything that's been going on the past couple years, the development of these kids, as far as just fundamentals, basic fundamentals, it's kind of taken, I don't want to say a back seat, but it's been kind of limited because you've been limited what you can do with them. And so that does kind of set you back a little bit.
It does, but I think everybody's in the same boat. It's not,
right.
Which makes for some, pretty sloppy basketball. And I think you hit it right there, as the last 2 years has just been so chaotic for the kids and what they can do, what they can't do, and how they can do it. It's give them credit. They've stuck with it, and they've tried to do the best that they could.
Well, the kids that we see on the court now, and while we're here at the Park District, we might as well talk about a little bit about the Lincoln Railer Junior Railer program. You've been involved with this ever since you've moved to Lincoln, and it's been going on for a long time. And this is really where these kids get started and introduced to the game. And, we got another group of kids out here this morning starting up. You got some grandkids out here playing, and it's really where it starts out here.
Yeah, it always has, and it goes back to, we've had a lot of people that's helped, including yourself, and, Gordy Joshua really started that years and years ago, and before I was even here. So that's over 32 years ago. This has been going on, and I think it helps to get the kids to know, and their decisions on whether they like to play basketball or how they're going to fit in. And it's important for them to have something like this to do, and we're very fortunate to have an area that will provide it for them.
And like I said, you've been out here. How important is it to you to see something like this out here? Just, I know you're involved. You're concerned how it's going out here. It's kind of a staple to Lincoln Railer basketball, and Junior Railer basketball kind of just tied in together a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of dropped over the numbers have dropped, but I think is it a worry? No, I think schools have dropped and dropped their age level on when they're teaching the kids and so forth, they've getting to play every day, so that's helped also. But we still have to provide for our kids to have an opportunity, and the Park District does that.
Well, Coach, let's get back to the Railers. Olympia comes into town last night. It's not a team that we play on a yearly basis. Came out a little rusty last night after a week of practice, but the Railers able to kind of settle down and put some points on the board. Polis once again just kind of leading his team and taking charge. He had a really good game last night, and then you got a Nelson coming off the bench that can hit the three. That was very encouraging. But a lot of young kids, like we mentioned earlier, and a lot of team to watch. They're not selfish. They move the ball, and it should be a pretty fun year.
Yeah, they're trying to do our program and run it the way we want it done and everything. So, they work hard. They really do, and it's just a matter of time for them to grasp everything that we've done. And again, and it showed up last night. We had some breakdowns defensively, but again, we haven't been spending any time on our defense because of our skill level at the offensive end. So we've been working on the offense, trying to be able to put points on the board, and just going from there.
Railers back in action tonight as Mattoon Green Wave come to town. We talked a little bit post-game last night. Mattoon, one of the favorites in the conference, and tonight would be a good challenge for the Railers.
Yeah, they've got a big 6'7", 6'8" kid in the middle, weighs about 290, and he doesn't look like Kofi. But he's a big boy that takes up space and also clears space. And, if we come being a little soft tonight, we'll really struggle because he just cleans it out and he goes to the boards really hard. He's got a nice touch and shoots his free throws well. Got into some foul trouble when we saw him play Thursday night. He's a really, really good player, and they've got some other people to go around him. Chris Middleton, he's about a 6'5" wing that's got a long wingspan, and they're going to set in the 2-3 zone and make you play.
Haven't really come across any physical teams yet this year, have we? As far as size and just them being physical down low.
Not like this, but He's big, but the teams that we played at Christmas, were very quick and strong. But this guy's a mountain.
So I guess just don't let him get the ball.
Well, we'll
guards
try.
are going to have to pressure the ball and deny it. But so Cook's got his work cut out for him tonight, as well as Klopp. How do you go about that? Just kind of give him some backside help, or you
got to beat him to the block, number one, and get him off the block. And if we can do that, but even if we get there first, I'm afraid he's going to take it anyway.
One drop step and up to the rim, but. Going to game plan for him today? You got a little shoot around here after this?
We'll shoot around 11, so we'll go through it and see what we're going to do, and we'll make a plan. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we'll have some idea what we want to get done, and we've really got to get down, and I can't see.
Well, we had trouble with him last year as well.
Yeah.
Even since he's a senior this year, right?
Well, I think he put a knot on Landon's head down at their place last year, and 2 years ago he really clubbed him in the JV game, and I don't think it was him that clubbed him in the JV game. I think that was at Effingham. But, it's physical, and we got to play that way. The issue is we got Klopp, who's turned his ankle last night that I just saw come limping in. So I don't know what his status is for tonight. So we'll see what Missy says when we get him to the trainer here. And but that's a little bit of concern, and because that's our backup five and does a pretty good job.
So the Railers, an early tip-off tonight. The JV will get started at 5:30?
5:30.
And then varsity around 7. So Don't be showing up at 7:30 expecting the game, because
we're hoping that happens. We've got a junior varsity wrestling tournament going on right now, and hopefully it'll be over and have the floor cleaned instead of playing basketball on mats.
Yeah, could be interesting.
Yeah,
Klopp might benefit Klopp with that bad ankle. A little cushion. Went home last night. Did you catch the Illinois game?
Yeah, I did.
Looked pretty good last night. Finally got some offense going.
Well,
I don't know if Rutgers was really bad or Illinois was just that good.
Shooting cures a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And when you shoot like that, you look pretty good.
And when you got 4 guards that can shoot, it really helps. I tell you, Illinois, their bench is pretty deep right now. Even without a Curbelo, Plummer he just doesn't miss.
And Jeff said, he's just a freaky shooter. He said he can create his own shot. He throws up some and they go in, and that's good. And I've been impressed with the freshman.
Goody?
Melendez didn't play last night, but Goody really played well and hit a couple shots. So
yeah, and then Melendez didn't play last night, and he started the game before, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe just a matchup issue, but also Grandison, I tell you, that guy doesn't get enough credit for what he does out there. He hit some big threes last night, and seems like he's always around the rim getting that garbage and putting it back up, but he's very impressive as well.
Yeah, he had a really good game, a solid floor game, and he doesn't force much. He just plays within himself, and whatever's there he takes. And last night he had some good looks, and he made them, and that makes the coach look pretty good.
Big matchup for him Monday against Iowa, so we'll see how Illinois bounces back. But first things first, the Railers are at home tonight against a tough Mattoon team, so get on out there, fill up that gym, and cheer on the Railers for another victory.
Yeah, we definitely need help tonight. So come on out. It's our opening conference game. So this is their second one. They won their first one against Muhammad Seymour. They beat them by 2 at Muhammad. So it's a very, very good basketball team.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for taking some time with us this morning. I know you got things to do, team to get ready, a gym to take care of, and we'll see you tonight at Roy S. Anderson. Once again, the JV will tip off at 5:30 and the varsity hopefully around 7. So We'll see you tonight.
Okay, we'll be there.
All right, let's take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have more here on the Cheap Seats, WLCN 96.3 FM.
Check out the full line of Grasshopper lawn equipment along with great specials on all mowers and trimmers at Four Corners Lube. Trusted professionals. Get into Four Corners Lube located at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln now for the best service possible. Open Monday through Saturday. Phone 217-735-2761. Four Corners Lube, home of the full service in and out oil change.
It's time to move it with an inventory liquidation sale at the Jake's Furnishing Satellite Store located inside Big R of Lincoln. Everything is priced to move in this once-in-a-lifetime inventory liquidation sale at the Jake's Furnishing Satellite location. The holidays are around the corner, so spruce up your home with these fantastic savings for you and your family. Move it and hurry in to save on recliners, sofa sets, and sectionals in leather or fabric, as well as kitchen and bedroom furnishings. If it's in stock at the Jake's Satellite Store location, then it is priced to move. Everything must go, so move it to Jake's Furnishing Satellite Store, inside Big R at 1501 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Prices have been slashed, so you can save on the already low prices you'd love from Jake's Furnishings. So what are you waiting for? Move it and enjoy these tremendous savings before they're gone. Everything is priced to move, so hurry into Jake's Furnishing Satellite Store inside Big R of Lincoln and take advantage of this inventory liquidation sale. Jake's Furnishings, make it your own.
This is attorney Jim Grimaldi. Have you been arrested for DUI? A DUI is a serious offense with potentially severe consequences, which may include jail time, high fines, lengthy periods of probation, even suspension or revocation of your driver's license. The laws regarding DUI are very complex and continually changing every day. You need an attorney with knowledge and experience in handling DUI cases, whether or not this is your first offense. I have vast experience in the area of DUI law. As a former chief DUI prosecutor for Sangamon County, I prosecuted thousands of DUIs and was exposed to every possible defense strategy. Call me and let me put my experience to work for you.
Call Grimaldi Law Office now at 217-651-8089. That's 217-651-8089 or visit GrimaldiLawOffice.com.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now. Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Hello, Lincoln and Low County. This is Chris Grau, Grau Chevrolet Buick. The detail shop at Grau Incorporated is ready to help you with that dirty car, truck, van, or SUV that needs a little sprucing up. The personnel at the detail shop have the tools, training, and products to return that ride to near showroom condition. Interior cleaning with hot water extraction, exterior cleaning with clay bar, buffing, and hand waxing are just a few of the services we offer. We can do a basic hand wash and vacuum all the way to a complete detail inside and out to return your car, truck, van, or SUV to near showroom condition. Give the detail shop a call at 217-732-2385 for more information.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Joe Ryan here again. Are you flirting with time on your life insurance needs? Do you really think that you will be in better health a few years from now than you are today? Life insurance rates increase with age. Call me at 217-735-4385 and let's lock in those rates before time catches up with you.
Head Start is now enrolling. Give your child the educational start they need. Free first-class early childhood programming with positive educational experiences for children under the age of 5. Nutritious meals and transportation is provided. Let us give them a head start. Contact us at 217-732-2159 or visit us on the web at capsule.info. Eligibility requirements do apply.
Now hiring. Due to increased census, St. Clair's Rehab and Senior Care in Lincoln is adding staff. Now hiring LPNs, RNs, and CNAs. 8-hour and 12-hour shifts plus weekend package are available. If you're looking for an exciting career opportunity where you'll have a chance to make a difference in the lives of others, then this is the perfect fit for you. Apply online at heritageofcare.com/employment.
Would you like to get out and enjoy life without pain and without medication or surgery? At Schneider Chiropractic, we have helped countless people achieve this goal. I'm Dr. Alyssa Schneider with Schneider Chiropractic, located at 523 North Elm Street in Lincoln. I invite you to try chiropractic first in order to build a healthier you. At Schneider Chiropractic, you're not a number, and we don't operate an assembly line process. We take the time to get to know you, your specific needs, and formulate a treatment plan that'll lead to a healthier life. Using the latest techniques in chiropractic, sports injury, and pain management, Schneider Chiropractic will get you back on track so you can enjoy life without pain. Please schedule your private consultation by phoning my office manager, Tammy Kirby, at 217-732-2140. We look forward to getting you back on track.
Join the happy folks who choose the beautiful Hampton Inn Hotel in Lincoln, Illinois. Part of the Hilton Family Hotels, you'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn Hotel in Lincoln has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast served every day, an indoor heated pool and whirlpool, along with competitive rates on wedding and reunion blocks all year long. So don't wait. Reserve your stay at the Hampton Inn Hotel in Lincoln, or schedule your complimentary tour and consultation for your business meetings and events. Phone the Hampton Inn Hotel at 217-732-6729. That's 217-732-6729, 24 hours a day, and go online to lincoln.hamptoninn.com. Just off Interstate 55 at exit 126 at the Lincoln Hampton Inn. They love having you there.
That's Gordon. Yeah, Gordon.
This is former WAND sports director and humongous Lincoln Railer fan Gordon Voigt, and you're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, Jim, Lloyd, and Shabadoo on 96.3 FM WLCN.
Kind of miss having Gordon around, you know.
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah, it's what, year 2? He's been gone. Yeah, it was always fun. Now, not so much. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats, WLCN 96.3 FM. We're at the Park District. Come on out and have breakfast with Santa, Joe. You bringing the granddaughter out here?
Well, no, she's not in town. Walt and I went over to see what they were having, and then they said that they didn't look like either one of us are young enough, so we had to
turn around and walked out.
We didn't get anything.
Walt Landers with us this morning. Good morning, Walt.
Good morning.
And thanks for taking some time. You got a pretty busy day tomorrow as Railer Rumble back in action.
Yep, we're back on the maps.
Back
Thank
on the
goodness.
map,
So, I think everybody's excited and we're ready to go.
Last year, obviously, we know what took place. Weren't able to have it. Did you guys bounce back as far as numbers and participation this year?
Yes, I think we're sitting at 43 kids on our own roster right now.
Oh,
wow. The tournament was full of last night, so we've got 408 wrestlers coming tomorrow. 23 different teams from all over Central Illinois. So.
Wow. Anything that I guess, as far as spectators or visitors, they need to know?
We're asking them to follow the CDC guidelines, and and that's standard. So,
right.
Hopefully, if you feel like you need to wear a mask for sure.
Absolutely. So, tell us a little bit about. I mean, there's a match going on today. I know you guys were setting up last night after the game, and something going. Is it JV?
Yeah, we have the JV tournament, the high school JV tournament going on today. So I don't know a lot of details about it, but they're over there wrestling right now.
Is that the takedown tournament?
No, just.
They used to have a takedown tournament.
They used to years ago. That was a freshman tournament.
Okay.
So through the years,
at me like you know more, because I know you don't.
I don't know any takedown wrestling. You're talking gibberish.
I tell you what, Walt could give a little demonstration on him, couldn't you, about what a takedown is?
I don't know about that, but
I don't want anything broken, Joe. So you guys were setting up last night, and then they'll have to tear down after the tournament for the game tonight.
Yeah,
and set back up for tomorrow.
This is unique. This has never happened before.
Yeah.
It's happened for the JV tournament where we've had to come in on Friday night after the game was done and set it up. We've had to do that a few times, just where the schedule fell. This is the first time. This is our 15th Rumble over the years, and this is the first time that we got to go back in tonight and set up again. So we've modified a few things. Generally, we go on 8 circles on the 4 full mats. We put 20-foot circles down. This 4 mats back out in the gymnasium, the main gym, and we'll have 2 mats back in the back gym. And we'll wrestle on 6 full
mats. And you want to give out your phone number for volunteers to come help move all that stuff?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it looked like you guys had quite a bit of help last night.
Yeah, the kids, Coach Dietrich's good about getting the kids there. And then, it's just a great family, a lot of support from the families and stuff. And if we can get everybody there, it doesn't take very long to get it taken care of. So.
Speaking of the wrestling family, you think Coach Floyd B. make an appearance tomorrow or not?
I don't think he probably will.
Holiday tournament he gets over here.
He tries to, yeah.
Wow.
He's helped at our kids tournament several times.
What I thought,
yeah. So
good dude, Coach Floyd B.
Yep.
So what's the age groups?
You have 5 age groups. You got 6 and under, and then 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14.
And I'll tell you what, my boys went through it. It was some of it's, you use the word cute, and it is when they get out there and they're little and rolling around.
And the 6 and under, we've had kids as young as 4, and they're fun to watch, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
So, and some of them can be pretty good too, so it'll surprise you.
Yeah, with the correct coaching at home.
Yeah.
Well, if you can find one of those kids that are real aggressive at home, put them on a mat, and they usually tend to succeed. And
and that's a good thing. One thing I'll mention about our group that we have on our team this year is we don't really have any shy kids, if we can get them to focus a little more, they're all rambunctious and ready to go. So if we can get them to buckle down and learn, and
I always say I think it's one of the best things that a parent could do is have them come out and get involved in it. Now, some of you are going to move on into other things and not do wrestling, but wrestling gets a lot of that shyness and stuff away from you, because here you go.
Well, it's just you see so many different emotions from them, disappointment, defeat, and then the glory of success.
Well, you put that arm up out there.
Yeah, it makes you feel good. And, one of the best feelings you ever have is to have a kid that struggles all year, doesn't win a match, and then finally he finds that one match he can win. That's the best feeling you can have as a coach.
Yeah, strut out of that place like you won the state championship.
Everybody's excited for him. Everybody's cheering and screaming, and it's an awesome feeling.
And that is, I think we went out, a couple years ago to watch it. May have been longer.
Well, I've been a few times, but
the atmosphere is just phenomenal. You got parents sitting around yelling at their kids and encouraging them and coaching them.
A lot of overzealous coaches.
yeah.
They are little kids.
Yeah,
so God, lighten up just a little bit.
And sometimes it could probably be a little overwhelming, right?
You get kids in there, they just freeze up. It's a big atmosphere. Coach Alexander told me that we have the largest standing event that happens at the high school is this tournament.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's very cool.
Largest event.
It's amazing. And Joe, I was walking by the hospitality room last night as they were setting it up.
Look good?
There's a lot of stuff in there.
All right. That's a guy like me likes hospitality rooms.
We know that.
And you know what? If Coach Al's doing his job, he gets that running clock tonight, gets that out of there earlier so these guys can finish up. We should talk to him about that.
In a perfect world, that'd be great.
Yeah. So, you know what, Coach Al, do your part.
Yeah. All the power to him. I hope they can.
So do we. Trust me. We love running clocks as long as it's in our favor. And sometimes not. Sometimes you just want to get out of there. But
a couple other things. A couple young officials that are on the high school team. So we'll have 2 former Lincoln Youth wrestlers on the mats officiating tomorrow. Colby Glenn and Jacob Lawrence are going to have the stripes on. So that'll be 4 previous wrestlers that have officiated at one time or another. Last year, Austin O'Donohue did it, and Austin Swartz years ago came and officiated. And then we also have a former Lincoln Youth wrestler on the coaching staff this year with Trevor Bree. He came back to help us out. So getting some of the guys coming back, and it's nice to see that. So
yeah, that's always fun, and I think the kids maybe relate to them a little bit, more because they maybe seen them wrestle and they know who they are, and that's good.
Having a fat old man out there showing you something, but you get a nice healthy kid out there.
It's kind of hard to
want to give a shout out to Austin O'Donohue today. He's going to be in his first competition today over at Marion University. I think they're down at Kentucky someplace at the tournament. Yeah. So this will be his first competition. So
I say he did not get to wrestle. Was it 2 weeks ago in St. Louis?
No, he did not.
Up?
Yeah, his knee was banged up a little bit. So he had a match in an inter squad meet a month or so ago and was successful in that. So we just want to wish him a lot of luck down there. In the tournament this weekend.
Absolutely.
And I know that you know it way more than me, but boy, it's sure important if you're going to wrestle or with any sport to get in there and start young, because you see some of those kids that come through that wrestling program, by the time they get to high school, they're tough. They're freshmen and they're tough.
It takes a certain mentality. You have to. It's a grueling sport. If you are going to go out and compete, it's like basketball or any sport anymore. It's a year round. It's not just a season. You're always working on something. So.
And for overprotective parents that are out there, it's not dangerous at this youth level. It is. Those kids are rubber bands.
Yeah.
It's very well protected.
Another thing to point out is too that you have 2 competitors to 1 official. That's all something that we've always used as a standard.
Sure.
Where you have 10 guys on a basketball court with 3 officials, I think. Is that correct? I don't know a lot about basketball.
Yeah, that's correct.
But and then they're right on top of the kids.
They're watching that's their whole concentration on those 2 kids.
If something gets potentially dangerous, they get it stopped. And, If there's, I guess, officiating is a tough thing right now. I guess there's shortages in
all sports, and then a lot of it's with the fans in the stands. Who wants to go officiate a game where you're getting just yelled at and degraded and you make
not me kind of up there.
We would definitely encourage anybody to get involved in officiating, or if anybody's interested in coaching, come and see us. We get you hooked up.
How long is your season, Walt?
We have a long season, so we started practice. Usually, we start practice the week before Halloween in October, and then our state series starts the next to last weekend in February.
Okay. Yeah.
So and it depends. We tell the kids, especially the young kids, if you can make it to Christmas, great. If kids start wearing out and things like that, it's time to stop the season. We want to make sure that they come back next year.
Right.
There's no need if you're not that competitive and you've had your fill of it, because it is a long season and it's demanding on the parents too. It's just, you go to weigh in start at 6:30 tomorrow in the morning. So luckily we're here, but if we're going to Jacksonville or someplace like that, you're leaving at, I'm trying to get the kids up, get them ready to go and everything. So, it's early mornings.
Back in the day, I know I could read 2 or 3 newspapers before we actually started.
Yeah, and then you don't start wrestling till 9.
So how many, I don't know, do you call them matches, tournaments? I mean, how many weekends do you guys
we generally do about 10 weekends.
Okay, so I mean, it's spread out a little bit, to where it's not every weekend deal.
Well, most of the time we're going about every weekend usually. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that, now you want to go through the staff or not? Am I putting you on the spot?
Our coaching staff?
I mean, I was going to say, I don't know if you remember all names at once. See, I know.
So
as you age, your memory goes a little bit. Well, we can come back to it.
I mean, we got
who's running the ship out there? I mean, you are, but I mean,
who's your right-hand man or men?
Nick Cummings has helped me out a lot, in the past, and we're kind of in a transition right now, and I'm trying to get younger people involved, like Trevor, getting Trevor back in. Justin Nguyen is back, and he's helping out. So,
that's good.
I think Justin's a year older than Trevor, isn't he? I believe, or they're the same age.
I'd lose track of that.
So we have Dan Fulchers. He's got some grandsons, so he's involved.
Now, he's a little older guy, isn't he? He's not one of the young ones.
Yeah, he's older than me. That's saying quite a bit, too,
he knows a little bit about wrestling, though.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. Been around it a long time, for sure.
Yeah, he'd be an asset.
Yeah. Seth Bramwell's another coach that's been involved. Trevor, Justin. And I'm sure I'm missing somebody.
I know you would. I hate to put you on the spot.
How involved are the high school coaches, Dietrich and
actually
Lawrence?
Justin had to jump through all the hoops to get his coach's card this year. His youngest son Barrett is going to wrestle tomorrow.
Okay.
So
representing Olympia High?
Nope, he's actually on our roster.
All right.
So he actually is going to be there wrestling tomorrow, and Justin will be coaching.
Nice.
Other than that, they're not really too involved, other than giving us a hand for the tournament and different things. So.
They got their own season going on.
Yeah. And Justin does a good job getting the kids in there to help us out, tear down, set up, and things like that. So I mean, he supports us a lot.
He does a good job with the program.
Yeah. And our parents. I mean, we've got a great core group of parents, and we could never do it without them. And you go. I've been at it long enough. I think this is our 19th year as a club. So. You go through different sets of parents, and they time out, and go on, and you got a great group.
So you've been there from day one?
Yep. I was actually started the club.
I was just going to say, I think Walt founded it, didn't he?
Yep. Back in 2002 was our first year.
So was it, let's go way back in time. Murph always talked about the great Coach Murphy always talked about being involved in, give me the acronym for it, is it Kids Wrestling Federation or
Illinois Kids Wrestling Federation? That's our sanctioning body,
and that's what this is.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I was wondering if it was the same.
Yep.
It's the same.
It's Illinois Kids Wrestling Federation, which is just our sanctioning body, which provides us with insurance and things like that. So there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through to be on the roster and get the kids registered and things.
And this all costs money.
Sure does.
So if there's some people out there who want to donate or sponsor something, who do they get a hold of?
Come and see me. Give me a call. basically that's what our tournament is. It's our fundraiser for the year, and we do well. And luckily over the years we've been able to support other people too, with our tournament, because we have a small group, and sometimes it's hard to be able to do everything. So we've had different groups run our concession stand over the years. We've never ran our own concession stand, and then we give them a donation at the end for doing that work. Our to get into the tournament, I don't know how long it's been, but we do a fundraiser for the food bank, for the Logan County Food Pantry, where we have people to get into the tournament instead of paying a gate rate, or a gate fee. We bring food, $5 worth of food, or a donation of $5.
That's great. And that's little things that people don't know.
And to be honest with you, not to toot our own horn, but we've probably given the food the last several years.
See, that's the little things that nobody knows, about.
And then we have a scholarship, a wrestling scholarship now. So we use that money to help support the scholarship also.
Nice.
No, that's great. Good organization. And I know it's good for kids. That's like I say, I can't support it enough get them involved.
Yeah, and we try to give back to the community too, because they support us a lot. So,
and that's the main thing, getting these kids involved. I know we've talked about it over the past couple years, where a lot of kids just kind of gave up on some things and didn't get involved. A lot of, you see your numbers in basketball down, football numbers are down, and just getting these kids involved in doing something is very important right now, and sounds like it's back up on the rise. So,
well, and it develops so many different things. It's not just a sport, but they're social skills.
Right.
Dealing with people. Instead of looking at a screen and talking to people, let's get out and actually physically talk to somebody.
Yeah. Look somebody in the eye when you talk to them.
Yeah, and the kids don't have those skills. They're weak at those skills because they don't do it much. I mean, you can go over there and walk through the hall in the high school, and a lot of those kids struggle with that type of stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
I always say I struggle with working the cash register that's all computerized, and that kids now struggle with counting real change back to you because they don't know, they haven't done it. I can't get the drawer open and they don't know how to count change.
Or even a lot of them is carrying a conversation with an adult. They just don't do it very well.
Yeah, they can't use an emoji face to face.
Kids I've coached in years past, I'll see them out on the street someplace, and they don't really look at you and stuff. They don't want to talk to you, but I always make them.
Absolutely.
Make them stop. And
do you?
Oh, yeah. Go up and grab them and put my arm around them and say, how you doing? So, yep.
Yeah, then they'll talk. Tough sometimes to get them to look in the eye.
It is. Yeah. It is. And those skills have kind of went to the wayside for sure.
And unfortunately, it's affecting Joe too, because he won't look you in the face.
I'll stare at you.
Yeah.
I'm right. No nonsense. Is what I.
He won't answer. Won't answer a phone call. But you send him a text. He's usually pretty good about sending a
we were talking about numbers. I saw numbers the other day on different things, and the kids just aren't involved in sports anymore. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's because they all have jobs, just not doing stuff.
Yeah, it's different times. That's for sure.
Right.
I think football numbers, like you brought football. I think football numbers were like half. I think they've lost 50% in like 6-7 years.
Well, you just look at wrestling over the years. We used to have freshman squad. We used to have freshman tournaments.
Yes.
Now you have JV tournaments, because if you're lucky, you might see a fresh soft tournament, but you don't have the younger kids or enough kids, to be on those squads to have them that age group specific event. And now in wrestling, I mean, kids are training all the time, and they're so much farther ahead of where, like when I wrestled, their skills and things like that, they're so much farther ahead than what we ever did, and they can go out and find that training and get that work done, and they come in as freshmen ready to wrestle varsity squads, that's for sure.
And this is where it prepares them right here, it gets them. I mean, I don't know anything about wrestling, but
Walt can show you a few
things.
There's
different techniques, different forms, and this is a good place to learn those fundamentals right out here.
being honorary takes you a little ways too.
Yeah, just being
honoring me.
Does that help?
Betcha it does. One thing I always say is you can always take a little out of them, but you can't. It's harder to put it in.
So that's hard. You can't coach that. I mean, that's just something.
And a lot of times the little brother was a lot meaner than the big brother. Huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They were the rag doll or the beaten doll for a while until he decided to defend himself.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's some funny stuff. I think that was a rule at my house when Pee Wee and Marty would get into it. It was, okay, well, the first one to cry loses. Then it's over with.
Yeah.
Well, did Pee Wee and Marty get into it a lot?
Oh, yeah, they just pick on each other, just for...
Do they still?
Oh, I don't know if they still do, but yeah, they'll still wrestle.
Did Bridget pick on you?
No, Bridget, she knew better.
Oh, I bet she whipped your beef. Yeah. So, Walt, anything else you want to throw out there? I know it's you got probably some sponsors and all that stuff, but just any important information that you want to throw out?
Not really. We get through this weekend and just like to thank all of our people that come in and help us, our parents especially. We got people like Tiffany Glenn, Amy Lawrence. I could never do all this without them.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, they're. We went. We every Friday before the tournament we go shopping and go out. It's always a fun time. Go out to eat and then we go to Sam's or wherever and get all our concessions.
That's fun.
So we as adults we make it fun too and. But without those people, there's no way this could ever happen. Back in the day when we first started this, it was my wife and I, Julie, the first one a little bit ago about their tournament and stuff. And I said, when we first did this, we actually ran the tournament off the registration fees that we got mailed to us. So we didn't have a startup money. So luckily we were able to have the tournament that year and didn't have weather or something that canceled it, and it's built from there. We've always had good attendance, and I think the people that come to the tournament appreciate how well it's run. Mm-hmm. And again, you can't do it without those people. So just like to thank everybody that's helped us in the past.
Even if you don't have a kid that's wrestling, if you would go out and watch it for a little bit, you'd leave there in better spirits for just what you watched.
And you'd be surprised at how many people that for years came and helped us that didn't have a kid in the program.
Sometimes the best type of help.
Yeah. My kids, they always come back in and help us every year. So my daughter lives up north and she comes down. And of course, Zach's still here in town.
He's a good boy.
He comes out and, they always volunteer. I don't know if it's always willingly, but they always show up anyway.
They show up. That's showing up on time
is a big deal.
If you
can show up on time, that's a big deal. You know what I mean? Boy,
10 minutes after 9 is on time.
Yeah,
pretty darn close.
Yeah,
but really to thank all the people in the past and the people that are here now helping us, and hopefully going forward, we always recycle and get a new group in, and we always seem to get it done. So.
Well, I know people around the community respect what you've done, Walt. People talk about youth wrestling. It's Walt Landers. His name is attached to it, and it's been that way for a long time. Well respected through the community, and we appreciate everything you do, and been doing it a long time, and maybe starting looking for your predecessor, huh?
Anybody interested, let me know.
Well, you got to make sure you get the right guy.
You got to get some new blood.
Yeah, you don't want what you built up over the past 19, 20 years just to fall apart. So
right. You're not that old, Walt, aren't you? Just into your 50s?
Yeah,
I'll be 57 here in a few weeks.
He's all right. Yeah. You've got 20 years left.
I can't do the things I used to do. So,
well, you can, but
none of us can.
You're going to pay for it for a little while. Yeah. Well, Walt, once again, I know you got a busy weekend. We appreciate you taking some time. Once again, if they want to contact you, how would somebody who wants their kid to get involved in wrestling, how would they contact you and go about getting started?
Have an email address. It's LincolnYouthWrestlers@gmail.com.
That's the best way, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
And my phone number's out there. It ain't hard to find. So,
and
you also have many phone calls. Well,
just a few.
They're all positive, though, right?
Most of the time. So.
I know you're also on Facebook. I see a lot of stuff
we have our Facebook
you put
page.
on there. So that's
So That's another way that you can reach out to us through Messenger or through the Facebook page. It's not too late if somebody still wants to get involved. It's a long season, so if anybody's interested to come out, we practice usually 3 days a week. Dates change a little bit, but we practice from 6 to 7:30 after the high school's done.
Yeah, if you got a kid that's on the fence and think about maybe wanting to wrestle, bring him out tomorrow.
Let them roll around a little bit or watch and see what's. It's not for everybody, that's for sure.
Yeah,
and we want to give Coach Al a thank you right now for getting that running clock going and getting out of there early tonight. Thanks again, Coach Al.
Yeah, let's hope. All right. Well, thanks again. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you. I don't know, maybe down the road, and definitely next year as it keeps growing and growing.
We'll be back around.
All right. We need to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we got to come back with Mac. Yeah. It's not a...
we got one of our listeners, Steve Sloan, said we sound good today.
Oh, really?
You know what?
It's about time.
It's the new stuff.
Oh, the new headsets? Yeah, see?
Nice job.
We're kicking it up a notch. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back after these messages.
Joe Ryan here again. Are you flirting with time on your life insurance needs? Do you really think that you will be in better health a few years from now than you are today? Life insurance rates increase with age. Call me at 217-735-4385 and let's lock in those rates before time catches up with you.
It's time to move it with an inventory liquidation sale at the Jake's Furnishing Satellite Store located inside Big R of Lincoln. Everything is priced to move in this once-in-a-lifetime inventory liquidation sale at the Jake's Furnishing Satellite location. The holidays are around the corner, so spruce up your home with these fantastic savings for you and your family. Move it and hurry in to save on recliners, sofa sets, and sectionals in leather or fabric, as well as kitchen and bedroom furnishings. If it's in stock at the Jake's Satellite Store location, then it is priced to move. Everything must go, so move it to Jake's Furnishing Satellite Store inside Big R at 1501 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Prices have been slashed, so you can save on the already low prices you love from Jake's Furnishings. So what are you waiting for? Move it and enjoy these tremendous savings before they're gone. Everything is priced to move, so hurry in to Jake's Furnishing Satellite Store inside Big R of Lincoln and take advantage of this inventory liquidation sale. Jake's Furnishings, make it your own.
For over 58 years, Eaton has been a proud part of the Lincoln community, building over 5 million high-quality commercial and residential power distribution products each year, featuring load centers, metering devices, and air conditioning disconnect devices. Eaton is America's choice for top-quality, high-performance electrical equipment made in beautiful Lincoln, Illinois. Eaton is a proud Lincoln Community High School sponsor. Go Railers!
Calling all seniors 60 years or older who desire their independence. Capsule's Meals on Wheels program provides 5 nutritious meals delivered 3 days a week in Logan and Mason County. Meals delivered by volunteers and staff always come with a wellness check and a smile. Program is free for eligible participants with donations accepted on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. Let us help you or a loved one maintain their independence at home. Funding is provided by Area Agency on Aging for Lincoln Land and United Way of Logan County.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now. Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Hello, Lincoln and Low County. This is Chris Grau, Grau Chevrolet Buick. The detail shop at Grau Incorporated is ready to help you with that dirty car, truck, van, or SUV that needs a little sprucing up. The personnel at the detail shop have the tools, training, and products to return that ride to near showroom condition. Interior cleaning with hot water extraction, exterior cleaning with clay bar, buffing, and hand waxing are just a few of the services we offer. We can do a basic hand wash and vacuum all the way to a complete detail inside and out to return your car, truck, van, or SUV to near showroom condition. Give the detail shop a call at 217-732-2385 for more information.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
It's time to winterize your vehicles and lawn equipment. Trust the quality and knowledge of Four Corners Lube, located at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, now for the best service possible. Open Monday through Saturday, featuring Husqvarna brand equipment. Phone 217-735-2761. Four Corners Lube, home of the full-service in-and-out oil change.
At Lincoln Printers in downtown Lincoln, the number one aim is to provide complete quality satisfaction at a fast, fair price while utilizing modern technology and a creative flair. With great customer service, Lincoln Printers offers business printing, invitations and personalized cards, quick copies, and faxing. But did you know Lincoln Printers also offers vehicle and window vinyl, large format printing, full-service bindery application, and graphic designs? For all of your printing and sign-making needs, see why for over 40 years, Logan County and Central Illinois has chosen Lincoln Printers for high-quality, fast turnaround, and affordable prices. For more information, phone Lincoln Printers at 217-732-3121. Stop by the office at 711 Broadway Street, across from the fire department in downtown Lincoln, or email lincolnprinters@abelink.com. A business Abe Lincoln will be proud to lend his name to.
This is Lauren Wallace, and you're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, Jim, Lloyd, and Scott on 96.3 FM.
Bully, bully. Watch it now, watch it. Hey, girl. Watch it and get you.
That's a nice tune right there. He's a funny guy.
That looks good. You look
That's not bad.
You look like you should be on like Cinderella or something there.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. You're a funny guy.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats, WLCN 96.3 FM, and you know what it's time for.
Yeah.
Ooh, so you want to place a bet, but you haven't done it yet. Don't want to go in debt. So where can you turn? In Vegas with the Mac. In Vegas with the Mac.
It's a lock.
In Vegas with
It's a
the
lock.
Mac. In Vegas with the Mac. In Vegas with the Mac is produced for entertainment purposes only. If someone you know has a gambling problem in Illinois, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 53342. Cheap Seats and WLCN are not responsible for and expressly disclaim any and all liability for information within In Vegas with the Mac.
In Vegas with the Mac.
I'm just reading all of his picks there.
Yeah, he didn't get into. He just got it to us this morning. He must have really been mulling them over.
And he had a week off to really gather himself. I wonder if he's traveled. I bet he went places and like looked at teams and kind of got inside the locker room and
called
injury reports.
Called his bookie friends and
yeah, he's really went to town.
Yeah,
here.
he's really taken the time and did the research. And let's see how that research pans out. Chargers at Cincinnati. He likes Cincinnati -3.
Boy.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Cincinnati is -3, but he takes
Chargers all day.
Taking the Chargers all day.
I was just going to say, I think I'm going to go with him on this. But the Cincinnati came off a big win last week, I think. I can't remember right now, but I thought it was a big win.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were going to win.
But they did.
And, they're going to have a little lull in the action. Going to be rainy, windy, cold over there in Cincinnati. And, Philip Rivers still playing.
Yeah.
I like Phil. He's not playing. I like
it's Dan Fouts, isn't it?
I like him.
Dan Fouts?
Danny Fouts.
Danny Fouts.
And,
under center.
And LaDainian Tomlinson at running back.
There's a Philip Rivers.
Runs through it.
Yeah.
Philip.
No.
Philip's coaching high school football.
It's Ryan Leaf. Isn't it?
It's Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, Ryan Leaf.
I'm with him on that. Chargers, I think, good pick.
Okay, so Chargers. All right.
And now he's got his college.
Yeah, I don't know if this is kind of like a patriotic pick, maybe. Army-Navy game. Over-under's 36.
Boy, is that low?
Awful low.
For college football.
And he's taking the under.
Low.
Taking the under.
What's that game where they hold that pole and how low can you go and you got to go under
the limbo.
Limbo, wow.
The limbo game. I'm going to take the over. 36?
Yeah, that's a low ball there. But I like watching the Army-Navy game. That's a fun game.
You gonna watch it?
Yeah.
I thought you had stuff to do.
I got a lot of stuff to do. I'll have it on the background. It's early. I think it always starts early.
Yeah.
11 o'clock. I got a lot of stuff to do.
Like
a lot
what?
more than you. My gosh.
I don't know.
What do you got to do today?
I think I have to paint a bedroom.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I'd fall out here and say, hey, it hurts. So.
I broke a leg. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. The Mac's good. And the availability he has to all that. And don't forget about the tickets.
How good is he?
Well, we're not going to talk about that on the air.
Come on, Jim.
But he's good.
Real good.
Real good. He wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
The Mac. Well, you know what, Mac? We hope that you're right. And
yes, we do.
Think he'll make an appearance at the ball game tonight or not? Is he ready for that stuff?
I don't know. I think he's on house arrest.
I think at halftime, sometime this year, I think he just needs to come out in a regular uniform, maybe shoot free throws, shoot some three-pointers.
I'm going to send out an invite. If Mac is at the game tonight, we'll run a 3-man crew up there. How fun would that be? He can come up.
That'd be good.
He can come up and broadcast with us. So if you're listening to this, Mac, if you're at the game tonight, we got a headset with your name on it.
You get out there, bud.
Yeah, he makes things interesting.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for us,
Yep,
huh?
that is going to do it
Hey, and for all you Bear fans out there, Chicago, the Cardinals are coming to town.
Cardinals.
The Big Red.
Big Red River.
That's right.
Is Kyler playing?
Don't know.
Hopkins?
If I'm them, if I'm the Cardinals, I sit those two. Sit them another week.
Please do.
Yeah. I mean, the Bears. Come on.
The Bears. All right. Come on out to the Park District. You still have an hour to have breakfast with Santa. Are you going to go have some breakfast with Santa?
I might wander over there.
Give him your list. What's on Joe Ryan's Christmas
wander
list?
over there. You know what? I don't have a Christmas list.
Oh.
Nah.
Yeah.
No gifts for Joe.
He's got so much money. If he wants it, he just goes and gets it.
No gifts for Joe.
All right. Thanks to the Park District for having us. Thanks to Coach Al and Mr.
We're running that clock tonight, running the score up.
Walt Landers coming on. Get on out and watch some wrestling this weekend. Support those young kids. So that's going to do it for us today here on the Cheap Seats. We'll talk to you next week.
96.3.
0.3.
Good day.
The Cheap Seats Live Saturday morning sports show on WLCN 96.3 and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by